picks onto the team around him, and then you have the follow-up from the Talia and the Rumble if you want it. CFO now looking towards their support. That counter pick for Kaiwing, it's the Nami. So before this year, if Kaiwing had ever played Nami, I would have said, nah, man, that's a loss. It's a free L. But from this year on, he is
Nami. That's what we're moving towards.
I mean, this Worlds has a lot of symmetry with 2017 Worlds. You know, you have T1.
Don't tell me that. That was a terrible.
It was because of Ardent Sensors. We see a Scuttlecraft fight. Peter putting the Unbreakable down. It's going to get knocked up. Almost falls, but dashes away. Ginger dashes in with the Audacious Charge. Manages to pick up the kill. Able to survive as well. But Dogdam dashing forward for it. Honkyu's going to have to flash the wall, but Kaz is on the chase. The Wukong finds the kill in the jungle. 2-1 KT. River Skirmish, so does still have his flash, has his TP. But, for the moment, KT in a really strong spot in this early game, about 1,000 gold ahead. First Drake at 6 minutes, stacking those up. And we talked about one item spike fight because of the push up towards that top side. They will force Junja back. Weaver's Wall coming out, seismic shove, crescent guard from Junja as he looks for the re-engage. Second grub secured there. It's CFO that get it. The fight continues as BDD looks for some damage from the side between worlds. Goes Honkyu, dives onto the backline, but the Cyclone already takes down one. Doggo so late to this battle. Kaz looking for that flash across the wall and dashes to the grubs. Call to the Forge God from Driver. Lands the knock up onto 2, but he's so low. Gets another double knock. Unbreakable is not enough to stop Driver. And Honkyu forcing another kill in. Dogdan starts to turn onto Doggo, flashes across the Aqua Prism. BDD still so healthy. Honkyu trying to dissuade the enemy mid from getting on towards his backline. Kaz going in. Driver escapes. Doggo does 2. Kaiwing does 2. And somehow Honkyu gets his way away. Dogdan still looking for more. Honkyu dodges away. And in the end, a 1-for-1 exchange.
Yeah, 1-for-1, but the problem is they're losing a lot. It's so tough to work your way in.
Basically no flashes on either side as well. There's 3 available in the game. Perfect, Peter and Junja, and Honkyu. As the Drake taken by Kuz. And CFO, it's spectator sport at the moment as the flash comes in with the Winter's Bite. Junja with a Crescent Guard, but look at the damage coming out from KT right now. They'll find 2, Junja force low. CFO trying to respond, but Doggo and Kaiwing are forced away.
They're just going to get the tower.
And I think that's where CFO needed to pull the trigger faster. Now it's Driver who's might get caught.
A little bit, uses the Bella's Breath, gets the knock up onto the Braum. Aqua Prism coming across, Unbreakable down, Doggo Valkyrieing in as Driver's forced to flash away, and KT with a TP are going to have a 5v5 in a second. Tidal Wave out, Kaz looking that second Cyclone lands it. Doggo caught out first, the Equalize on the backline, Nami has to flash away, BDD finds him with an unraveled Earth through. Honkyu trying to get in to the backline to get damage on Peter. He'll find one, but he's burnt where he stand. Roast rabbit for dinner for Perfect as KT once again come out on top in the fight.
Yeah, KT come out on top again. This time CFO tried to really punish Peter there, but as he got bubbled, he throws up the wall. Doggo Valks in, and they immediately turn to punish him.
But no ultimate right now as KT are going to fight around this Drake. It's a bit of a flank from BDD. The Weaver's Wall could split the team. Junja looking for the poke. Driver going in. Bellows Breath popped. There's the poke from CFO landing a little bit more. Honkyu, though, gets the weirding onto Perfect. BDD on that flank position coming in through the bot side. The knock back with the Blast Cone pushes Honkyu into the face of BDD. The Drake down to 1,000, secured by Ginger. Goes in with the Crescent Guard, heals up with the Sundered Sky, flashes away and somehow survives. Driver knocked back with the seismic shove. He'll pay for it with his life. The Equalizer on the backline, though, is going to find another Peter looking for more with the Winter's Bite. And the stun on Honkyu allows Dogdam to get his second.
The ultimate cooldown was up ever so slightly faster for CFO, but as KT's tick down, CFO fall down with them.
Yeah, I mean, KT, I think, just slow played that so well because they were barely missing the ultimates from Perfect and Kuz. So they didn't want to hard commit to a fight prior to that. A great smite steal from Junja does save that from being a complete
chase under the tower. Doggo falls first, the turret falling low. Dogdam was taken out by the tower with Doggo's assistance, but KT in the end do find
the map. Perfect can probably just, I think the wave's gone, so it's just a nothing burger.
Yeah, I mean, it's really to actually knock down this Braum.
You also just don't have the range.
Yeah.
Like, you've got a Tidal Wave and a Call of the Forge God and an Unbreakable on the other side, which is going to eat up those.
Try and find these picks. Now, it's not easy, but definitely this is a team that will find them, but I think they're getting caught.
Man, this frontline Braum, I'm loving it. Glacial Fisher onto 2. The Oysters are falling as KT collapse. Driver stunned up, put another pearl on the necklace. KT as 2 more Oysters fall.
And Peter just blast cones himself in there. He's saying, we don't have a gauge. We don't have a gauge. Are you seeing this game? Peter is just blind CD. And this time doesn't have the flash, but he has got no problems at all. My man knows his role. They are snowballing. He's just going to throw himself in your face. And if you don't respond, you're just going to get wiped.
This was the first time Peter got to fly to the country, and he was like, what if I do that in-game as well? That would be perfect.
Third Drake will go over to KT. CFO just trying to get every bit of gold they can in their pockets before the Baron spawn in 2 minutes' time.
Yeah, and KT even denying that push in the
As
top.
well, and CFO just forced away from defending their own objectives, their own towers. Honku, looking for the weirding, won't find too much more out of it as Peter's able to retreat. The tier 2 falls for KT.
Yeah, small little.
Although he is at 3 items, doesn't have that huge crit chance, doesn't have a huge amount of damage as they find the pick him onto Peter. Tidal wave down. Peter's going to stand beside his teammate, but Honku puts him in his place. CFO find the pick. TP coming out from Perfect. Honku looking for a little bit more. Cyclone from Kuz just to try and distract and dissuade the engage from CFO, but a great knockback onto Ginger means that Kuz goes on a rampage. Driver now on the retreat with the rest of the Oysters, but KT are not letting them escape easily. Doggo onto Dogdam! 80 for 80 and Honku adds another onto that receipt. It's 2 so far. Driver retreats. KT still looking for more as Kuz and BDD step forward, but do they have the damage? Do they have the gap?
But KT, they started the dragon.
Break begun by KT. CFO walking into fog of war, and war it shall be. Equalizer on the backline. Driver stepping forward. Temtate secured the soul for KT, but is the fight going in their favor? A great flame spitter from Perfect with that Seekers goes golden, but then goes pop. CFO find one. The dive in from Kaz onto Driver. They'll get one in response. Ginger forced away. A weirding from Honku, but BDD's on the flank. As he looks for the damage, can't quite find it with that threaded volley. CFO being shepherded down towards his bottom side. Ginger looking for the engage. Doggo dived on, pops the barrier, but then it's put in the dirt. The dive as well from BDD. KT split the fight, find 5 in the end.
KT.
But perhaps you can find some sort of first aid to get you back in the game.
I feel like that was the last.
Down. Tower is falling now for KT, and it feels like that base is surely going to follow soon.
CFO
He just dropped the equalizer to force them off the tower and crack the base.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. Just try and force CFO back. They don't have the Weaver's Wall quite yet to sync up with it. Maybe they want to wait for the next wave, but like that's 30 seconds, and oh, here we go.
Diving from Ginger, flash call to the forecourt from Driver, get the knock up! Oh, Driver, that was gorgeous, but on the back line! Perfect, and Kuz dive in with the Cyclone, they find 2 for it. CFO pulled the trigger, but KT's reaction was absolutely sublime. They'll wipe away CFO. Honku can only stand and watch as K2 push in for the win.
Blink and you'll miss it. KT jump onto the back line, and they immediately turn towards the Nexus.
Honku, he's hopping around, but there's not really much he can do in the face of 4 from KT. Kuz gives him a love tap as the Nexus falls, and KT go 1-0 up in this quarterfinal.
It's a great start here for KT. First win on the board.